and even what they are. So a 1031 exchange gets its name from Section 1031 of the IRS tax code. It allows investors to sell investment property and reinvest the proceeds into what's called like kind property. And you get to do that. And that's not a taxable event. You're able to defer the capital gains taxes on the sale of the original property. So it's a great way to kind of swap properties. But there are some important rules that you need to follow if you're going to consider a 1031 exchange or one of the alternatives that we'll also talk about a little bit later in this episode. So here's kind of the basics of how it works. So the first thing, I mentioned the term like kind property. Basically what that means is that the property that you sell, so let's say you have an investment property, be it an investment, a home or a duplex, or maybe it's a building that you use for a business, or a business rents that building from you, whatever it is. You're going to sell that property and you're going to buy something that's similar in nature. So if you're selling a investment living property where somebody lives, right, a rental house, a duplex, multifamily, something like that, you're going to exchange it for another rental home, duplex, multifamily property, that kind of thing, or a building for a building, something like that. It has to be similar. You cannot use it for your personal or primary residence. That part does not work. And that was one of the questions. It was like, well, can I kind of say that it's, this other, investment property, and can I then build on it, and can I, and those things get really, really wonky when it comes to following the tax code. And there can certainly be issues if you try to kind of skirt around the rules. So it really does need to be like kind for like kind, only on investment properties, cannot be on your personal property or your personal use, primary residence, or anything like that. The other thing you need to know is that there are very specific time constraints when you're doing a 1031 exchange.